Hey, it's Enigma Hood, and I just wanted to do a quick reaction to this latest video that SSSniperWolf did near the end. That idiot sausage drew a caricature of me and wrote on it, "Wanted sex offender." Alright. I'm kind of baffled at how dumb these two idiots are. They are making light of something that is anything but funny. Alright? Being a sex offender is the antithesis of humor. Right? So, but in their minds, in their pea-sized brains, they don't realize the severity of what they're actually doing. Like I said before, they're not very bright. That's why SSSniperWolf flippantly referred to me as a sex offender and then launched into a diatribe against me about nonsensical shit. You know, she dropped that bomb without being totally aware of the consequences of what she was actually saying. And in their stupidity, they continue to repeat the slander over and over again. The second time, this is the third time. Now, you gotta pay attention as a viewer to what they're doing. When they call someone a sex offender, imagine you're really accusing someone of being a registered sex offender. Why on earth would you make light of that? I mean, wouldn't it make, like in any other context, you would always simply point out the evidence that they are a registered sex offender and expose them for who they are, which, by the way, is kind of a douchey thing to do anyway. Because supposedly they served their time and now they're out, and that's their baggage, but they did their time. There was another guy actually that who was a real registered sex offender. They slandered me. I have never been arrested, let alone convicted of any crime in my life. But there was once this guy who was attacking a YouTuber named Thunderfoot. And he was a really big critic of this guy. Then later on, some people outed him as a sex offender, and it turned out he really was a sex offender, and they provided the evidence that he was. And even Thunderfoot, even though this guy kept on attacking Thunderfoot over and over again, Thunderfoot said, you know, I don't really care that he's a sex offender, that he was a sex offender. He did his time, and America is rather prudish about sex in general, and it's totally irrelevant to what's going on anyway. You know, like, I have a lot of criticism about Thunderfoot, but no matter what, he's not dumb like these guys are. He's dumb in some ways, but he's not dumb like these guys are. Because he knows better than to make light of something so serious. And he also has a certain shred of integrity in the sense that he understands that being a sex offender, whatever baggage you had in the past, is irrelevant to whatever issues that you're having with another person on YouTube. So he was able to separate those two. With these people, with these two douchebags, these two idiots, they will say anything to smear their critics. They'll do anything to make them look bad if they can't silence them in the first place. That's their first tactic. They will do anything to censor their critics. That means filing malicious DMCAs to take down their videos, or filing false privacy complaints when there is no privacy issue. They do that shit all the time. They will abuse the tools that YouTube lets people use to flag people's videos legitimately, but they'll abuse them for the sole purpose of silencing people. And if that doesn't work, they will try to smear their opponents, make them look as bad as possible by lying and doc dropping them, revealing their personal and private information for everyone to see. And then they encourage their fanboys, who are mostly little kids, to attack their opponents. And that's what they do. And in their stupidity, they don't realize how badly they're fucking themselves. This kind of bad behavior, it catches up to them. Every time they're doing this thing, by calling me a registered sex offender and making light of it, they're fucking themselves. They think, it's all a big joke, we're having fun. They're not gonna be laughing soon. It's gonna bite them in the ass. And in a way, I hope they keep doing it because they're digging their own graves.